Yeah.
But
Why
no,
don't you have a seat over here?
She babysits.
just balls deep.
And she's
Give me a sec, Chris.
yeah.
He caught the decoy
We
girl.
have
He's
to-
already
yeah.
fucking her.
Yeah. We have to give it a second before we according to Arizona law, he has to actually be fucking the toddler before the reveal. Why don't you have a seat over here?
How come no one ever says, "Oh, I knew this was you"?
Yeah.
Like that would be my thing. I would
they're-
say, "No, I knew this.
I knew
that would be
this
your
was a
thing.
decoy."
I was trying to get on.
You thought about this?
I knew, I could tell this was fake, so I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, I'm
I'm trying to fuck the decoy.
catch you, Chris
Yeah.
Hansen, and just come on and talk."
Yeah,
I knew this
I just like the show.
because it's like, what is the
Yeah,
crime? They were talking to an adult.
No,
So, like-
no. They're like sending cock pics and like.
Yeah, but it was an adult the whole time.
Yeah, but they think it's a child. The kids, they're like.
But
clear.
if you say, "I knew it wasn't," if you say this was a fantasy role playing for me,
but
I
if
knew I
you're
wasn't
a prank.
dealing with a kid.
If you buy fake drugs from a police officer, it's like still like you're trying to do something. I don't know. I don't know the actual legality, but
If
there's
you-
a way that they can like. Obviously
Maybe in
they're
the
arresting
chat-
You
if you're
guys
like-
got a real thing against a guy trying to fuck a 13-year-old.
Let me put it this way. I'm like I hear where you're coming from. I also like I hated that show. I had like
Yeah.
a huge problem with
Yeah.
that show because it's like it's not really journalism.
Yeah.
It's sort of this morbid fascination
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's like these people like you don't know like if they haven't offended yet, what should be happening is like, hey, this is in private. This is a fucking wake-up call. Here's something that the state pays for to get you help so you don't ever actually end up fucking
do
a
they
kid.
sign the release so that they get like a reduced
I don't think
sentence or
so. I
something?
think because they're like committing a crime,
you
it's
can
like,
show
No,
their
you
faces.
can't.
No, that's always been what I've heard about cops is that if you're found guilty, you have no right. You give,
Yeah,
which I
'cause
think
it's in the
What?
it's in the public interest.
which is fucked up.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Here's,
well,
here's
but,
the thing: you can there's certain things you can do that if they're in the quote unquote public interest, you're like allowed to do.
You don't need a release.
If you do something that like creates emotional distress to somebody, that it's like you can make an argument that it's like in the like
Is
the
that
public
why-
interest.
Is that why the guy from Girls Gone Wild didn't get any releases? Because he's like, it's in the public interest to have these big ass titties out there.
did he not get releases?
On a lot of girls, he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have no fucking idea about any of this shit. I've
No,
only, like, kind
I
of
know.
looked into it.
I was joking that showing titties is in the public interest.
Yeah.
Which
But it is.
It is.
Because
some level.
But it's also- there's gotta be something
we all
wrong-
saw Matilda.
There's got to be something wrong with you to like your passion is to pretend to be a child and have cyber sex online all day long.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
know you got to catch these
is
guys.
true.
Yeah.
Like, I know the police have to catch these guys, but it's just I always had a huge problem with cops.
yeah,
too,
but it
because it's like-
comes up, and not to be like it takes one to know one kind of thing, but
Yeah.
it is like
But you're a pedophile, Brendan.
no. I mean like to be that hyper focused on like
Oh yeah.
of like I'm protecting children. It's like you should be suspicious of that guy because there was in like Prince Williams County, I think. There was some like fucking detective. It was on Reason.com. There was like a big story about some kid that got arrested because he sent his like he was 16. He sent his like
Oh, I
15-year-old
remember this.
girlfriend
Yeah.
like a picture of
And
his
the
dick.
dad?
The dad saw it.
Yeah.
The girl's dad saw it. They arrested the girl. They arrested the boy. They arrested the boy for like soliciting sex from a minor. They arrested him for production of child pornography for taking a picture of his
And
own
how old
dick.
was the boy?
16. They were both children.
Yeah.
And
This is crazy. Yeah.
and the detective in charge of the case had the kid in custody, took him to the hospital so they could inject like I don't know Cialis or something into his dick to get his dick hard, so he could take pictures of his dick hard as evidence
prove that it was the
prove that it was
picture.
his dick. Never mind the fact that the phone it shows that it came from his phone. He wanted supplementary pictures of this child's penis to help solidify the case.
The other detectives
And-
like,
and-
Martin, I think we got him.
No
And
one-
he-
no one-
we
no one
got to
fucking-
get him to the hospital.
No one stopped him.
Yeah.
The staff at the hospital didn't stop him. The fucking like DA didn't
Yeah.
stop him. Other people in the
Jesus
department
Christ.
didn't stop him. This man was allowed to like get this kid's dick hard, traumatize him, inject a fucking syringe into like his. However the fuck they do it. I'm going to assume they
Well,
stick a giant needle into your dick.
what
or they give
happens
him
is
a blue
the-
chew.
Yeah, the officer
Not
takes
this
a
episode.
lollipop
Yeah.
and has it on his mouth, and he applies it to the boy's penis
Anyways,
topically.
So 6 months later, there's like a child pornography sting. Of course, that detective, his house
Is the
comes
guy,
up.
yeah.
He's just says has dozens of images on his computer, and he blows his brains out before they can get to. They're like kicking down the door, and he kills himself. But it's like there should have been some kind of like red flag
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
should
and
do-
not so far as the extreme of like, okay, obviously the guy like getting this kid's dick hard to take pictures of it.
Yeah.
But like, I am suspicious of like people who are like, yeah, I pretend to be a child online all day long to try and get pedophiles to have
Yeah.
sex.
Well,
Well-
it's always the guys. Like I recently listened to this thing about this guy who is the head of one of the largest gay conversion therapy programs there ever was. A Christian one. Not in the old days
So
they used
they-
to do like
Not a-
actual
not a
scientific
Jewish
ones.
one?
There are Jewish ones
Yeah.
also. No, there are Jewish
Okay,
ones. And so,
Benjamin, how about $4?
and this
I
one,
still want to be gay. $5?
and
$6. I'm not gay anymore. Just give me the money.
so this guy
Complete success.
this guy was like he ran this thing and
Oh yeah, those guys are always gay.
and like dozens of kids killed themselves, like, because it's like you can't, it's not a thing, like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
gay
yeah.
conversion's not a thing.
Well, we turned them into
yeah.
a different kind of gay.
yeah, we made them hate themselves.
It's still gay, but it's
yeah.
a different type of gay.
Yeah,
So there's at least a step in the right direction.
And then of course this thing I'm listening to is like, we caught up to John in 2010 in Texas where he lives with his husband, and it's like, yeah, no fucking shit. Like,
Yeah.
of course he's gay. Like he,
and
you have
it's,
to like,
it's probably those kids probably killed themselves because they were being molested at the fucking camp.
Of course.
yeah, well, and not even
It's
that.
not
like,
even.
I'm
It's
sure
not even
they
the
were
trauma
some
of
of that.
which
But
not that it's not.
Yeah.
That it's not traumatic to
Right.
have somebody tell you
Yeah,
you
of
shouldn't
course,
be gay.
yeah.
But yeah, probably that guy was a pedophile.
Yeah,
At
I
the
mean-
very least, he beat off to them.
Yeah.
well,
very
yeah.
least.
I mean, the whole thing is it's fucking.
Well, we should do. Here's what we should do.
Yeah, the world is an entirely fucked up place, and children just shouldn't exist.
yeah, I like a.
You're right.
I
We
like
should
a-
make them adults quickly.
No, I mean, look,
That's my plan.
we need to reverse population growth. I mean, yeah, children should be illegal. It feels like they're just getting molested anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't think population.
I don't need any more X-Men movies. You know, if that's a trade-off,
could use
no more
one or
children to
two.
molest. We don't get any more X-Men movies. So be it.
This is what you know. What I don't understand about To Catch a Predator. I don't know what percentage of those cases get convictions, but like, why does nobody do this? Like, so you go in, Chris Hansen comes
You've
out,
been
and he
thinking about
goes-
your exit
and
strategy.
he goes, "You're busted," and then you go, "You're busted,"
Yeah.
and he goes, "What?" And he goes, "I could tell from the typing." There was some kind of older man involved here.
But
You've been pimping out this young woman. What's your fucking deal, man? I busted
Interesting.
you. That's why
I came here
Yeah.
to.
Well,
bust
I
you.
came
usually
here to
That's
fuck you
a
up.
great strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what can they say, really?
That's
so you
a
got to
great
come in with a
strategy.
baseball bat.
Yeah, you
This-
come with a baseball bat.
Why
just
did
in
I-
And,
why
case.
is-
and yep,
This is
and
this
iron
is-
knuckles. Or
This is
whatever.
Robert Redford dressed as like a prohibition era guy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pal, I
floppy
came here to
hat.
bust you.
Wow,
It's just-
interesting.
This is Robert Shaw. I guess
Yeah.
he's right.
Yeah.
I was the one that was the pedophile.
I think you couldn't talk about wanting to suck their little pussies and come in
Yeah.
their asses. And
I don't
stuff
know.
like that.
They're entrapping you. Don't they talk about that back? So you're saying I'm entrapping you, you pimp?
I think you would just have to keep it PG-13, but make it clear you wanted to fuck.
I don't know.
I mean,
fuck these fucking
Even
shows.
keeping it PG, you're not allowed to fuck 13-year-olds.
I never
That's
did any
not why
dirty
it's called
talk.
PG.
You want to keep it R.
That is not
rated.
why it's called
You know, man.
PG-13. Or even 17-year-olds is, I don't know, it's borderline, right?
Say what you want about me fucking her ass.
Yeah.
I never did any dirty talk.
That's why if you're a pedophile, you got to go to every meetup with a kid with
Yeah.
a pair of handcuffs, just in the event that you're ready in case it's
Yeah.
to catch a predator. You can
Yeah.
say, "I wanted to make a citizen's arrest
Right.
of you, Chris
yeah,
Hansen."
Chris Hansen, you. have
Now,
been-
okay, I guess my big question would be, you're saying why isn't this the way the pedophiles get out of it?
Well,
because who really wants to stop someone would go about it this way?
Well, here's another ethical question. Not ethical, but because look, I'm not on the side of the pedophiles.
It certainly seems.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. I'm on the side of
justice.
Of justice.
Yeah, and kids not getting fucked.
No. I'm interested in the law, and at no point in that show, in that scenario, is a child involved.
Right.
So what is the crime? Your intent. You can say How can you not say, "Well, I knew we were role playing"? And what can they say back? Because it was a grown woman on the other end.
Well, that argument doesn't really hold up though, because it's like, people buy fake drugs from the police and they still go to jail for possession.
Here's what you do. Ready? I got it. Hold on. I got it.
What you're doing is like it's conspiracy. You're attempting to break the law.
Right.
It's like if there was a child there, do you have any doubt in your mind that this man would have fucked it?
Right.
Hold on. Wait. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
You send in a child.
It's like,
to scope it out for you. You're like, I was a kid pretending to be an adult man.
Right.
I'm trying to get some child pussy. I'm a child.
Because
this
I'm
is legal.
also a child.
And then if you see there's no Chris Hansen, we got walkie talkies.
A best friend, like an apprentice.
Your apprentice.
No,
this child that would want to grow up to be a pedophile.
Yeah, you gotta learn the ropes. Look, here's how you handle it. Anytime you go meet a child, underneath you wear a hoodie, and underneath that you wear a T-shirt with Chris Hansen's face on.
Okay.
That way, when you show up and he's like, "I'm Chris Hansen," and you're like, "Dude, I knew it."
Yeah.
You take the hoodie off. You're like, "I fucking love you." I've been sending you emails for weeks. They get bounced to the spam filter. I am a fucking Chris Hansen head.
There's only one route to go, bro. I didn't like to do it.
I've got a Rose Bowl party, and I want you to come. And me and my boys, we hate pedophiles.
Yeah.
And we love you. We were all raped as kids. And you're our fucking hero, and you got to hang out with us. You can't say no. In front of the cameras right now. You're coming to hang with us. Rose Bowl party 2017. Are you coming, Chris?
That's good. I think, okay, so I guess for any pedophiles listening, we have, by mistake, given you some strategies.
But that is not our conspiracy. We're not conspiring to do
we
anything.
hope you don't do any of this.
I'm against pedophiles.
We're
I'm just
against
it.
I'm very much against pedophiles. What I'm sort of also against, though, is the show. Because I'm like, well, why aren't the police just doing this?
The show,
you know
is
what I mean? Why
voyeurism.
Right,
it's
exactly.
It's presented as like journalism, and that's not journalism.
No, it's watching people's lives be destroyed.
Which is fine. Their lives deserve to be destroyed, but I don't quite understand why it's like.
Why do they also sign like a release?
They don't.
Have to,
I believe what I've been told, and I don't know if this is a myth or not. What I've been told by cops or from someone when I asked about cops is, if someone is convicted, then there's no release necessary. If they're found not guilty, you would need a release.
So it's To Catch a Predator.
Okay.
In Iran.
I like it.
And so it's like a Chris Hansen that's like how do they talk?
Take your time. Take your time.
Why don't you have a seat over here, please? Sit down. You are online trying to meet a man. You cannot leave. The police are outside to execute you. The police are outside to push you off the building.
To Catch a Predator, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. We have the telegram from you that says, Mirsham, I want to suck your penis. And so we have got you. This is all being recorded for Live Leak. This is a new TV show on Live Leak where we have a video of gay men trying to break the law. They're trying to go to jail. And so we kill them.
Damn. I like it.
No.
Probably not, right?
I think they should bring back To Catch a Predator, but do it with, like, adult women rather than, like, children. So guys show up to a house, and then they're like, how dare you try to have sex with a woman? How dare you try to hit on a woman in the DMs?
Oh, you get To Catch a Predator for like flirting too hard.
Yes, for any type of
flirting online.
Yeah, which should be, that way we can cut down on people creeping in the DMs.
That is technically the definition of a predator these days.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. That'd be a fun show. These guys being like, "What the fuck? I didn't do anything wrong."
I asked her if she wanted to go
like, wow,
see Midsommar with me.
Wow, yikes! Just Chris Hansen. Yikes for me,
fam.
pal. That's a yikes for me.
We're gonna get you screenshot in every city in America.
Yeah, yikes!
Big yikes!
Big fucking.
He tries to leave, and there's just a bunch of fat women in the bushes that are yelling at him.
Yeah, big fish. You too.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.